Oh, yeah. I had to get some blood drawn today for school because of the immunization, the medical shot record to make sure you're all up to date with your shots, your MMR, the measles, mumps, rubella, booster shots, tetanus, whatever, meningitis, all that good stuff, TB. And so I'm from Michigan, and in Michigan, if you were born before 1991, you got this little light green card booklet, where you keep a record, or the shot records, the days, the date, the doctor, whoever signed off on it, the type of shot, and all that stuff. I can't find my little packet, my little booklet, my little record. And I know I had it when I was at Alma College, because I couldn't take courses at Alma until they got a copy of it. So there's an online registry where you can search for your shot record and have it transferred over to, if you got like a new hospital, things like that. And so Tri-County, health department, Kent County and all that, I contact them, and they say, oh yeah, we can take care of this. This is before I knew about the 1991 date, that timeline thing. So yeah, they said, okay, yeah, send us over, proof of, who you are and all that good stuff, and IDs and, all that good stuff. Send that over. And then they come back with, they call me back and say, you know what, we're not finding you in the system. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they said, if you were born before 1991, you are not in the registry, And I'm like, I know I have my booklet somewhere. I've been digging through some belongings, and I found, when I was on, campus medical center, getting, TB shots and all that stuff back in like 2006 or something like that. It's like a dozen years ago, because I was, when you study abroad and you're taking courses and you're going to be away, you got to do all these things. Like, and, I've been to Thailand, and, I had to get malaria shots, yellow fever shots, and all these extra shots just to, whenever you're going into a country or a place or a region in the world and they have a high rate of certain, viruses and diseases and things like that, you want to be immune, so if you want to travel, you got to get these things, or it's highly recommended and suggested. So, I was all up to date with all my juice cocktails of medical shots and all that good stuff. And I was speaking to a close friend of mine, and she said that she had to get her blood drawn for college to see what shots was in her system. And come to find out, she was missing the MMR. She was missing, boosters. She was missing some critical shots, I guess. And, she talked to her mom about it. Her mom said, no, they must be mistaken. I made sure you kids got all those shots. And she has a big family just like I do. And then so she told the doctor, hey, I spoke to my mom. She said that I had all these shots, because she don't like needles. I don't blame her. She didn't want to take all these shots again. Especially if this, stuff is already in your system. You had it when you was a kid. You didn't have a say-so anyway. So, so she said, she think, maybe it was around the time when, the anti-vaxxers, the movement, was really on an upswing. And so she think, maybe her mother, you didn't want to admit it, but was a part of, that growing culture. And the doctor was saying, needless to say, if you take these shots and you have to take them certain time, like you get the first one within the first 28 days or something of the, the baby being born, and then you get another one within another time frame. I believe it's like within that year. You have to do these things in a certain order. And if you miss any of these shots, I think even up to one of the shots, then the other ones won't stick or something. That's what the doctor told her, something in regards to that. Like, you have to get all the cocktails for it to all come together. And so she think that, maybe her mom, was kind of like part of the, the anti-vaxxers and probably missed a couple shots, like, oh, they got enough. And it didn't stick. So anyway, she says she informed her other siblings, hey, y'all might want to get your blood drawn to see, what shots you may be missing because, mom didn't, the doctors, under the impression that maybe mom didn't get all the shots that we needed as kids. So, so I got my blood drawn, they gonna tell me what I got in my blood and what I'm missing and all that good stuff. I know my mom she got us all the shots. And I know for a fact that I remember my left shoulder was banging. I remember like getting the TB shot, or not TB, the booster shot, tetanus and all. I remember these things because they're traumatizing. Big needles and, it just, foreign stuff going into your body. But, so I remember I had to get these things done, to start at Alma College. So anyway, they didn't, the county health department said, yeah, if you're born before 1991, we don't got your info. So I was thinking like, dang, and I'm looking through myself and I'm like, I know I got it somewhere. I used to always keep it in the same spot, always. And I've been traveling a lot, out of the country and all that stuff. So I know I needed it, to keep, my records updated. And, for some reason I must have moved it, or I can't find it for whatever reason. And, so I was thinking like, all right, I know I got it somewhere, but, South Dakota State University is needing this paperwork like ASAP. Otherwise they're going to make me drop classes. And then, I got to wait till next semester and all this stuff. I'm just trying to, move on so I can jump into like this accelerated master's program. So, I contact Alma College like, hey, you got my record, can you just fax that over to South Dakota State University? Because classes start in a few days. Classes start on Monday, classes start like ASAP, and they're gonna drop me if I don't get this turned in. So I need this turned in. They said, she's looking, she's like, yeah, absolutely. And then she said, when's the last time you took classes? And then she said, oh, it looked like, it shows here last time you took classes was 2008. We got new computers, new program, new system, 2011. So it's not it's showing you in the system, but it's not showing your medical record and all that stuff. So what I'll do is, and I'm thinking like, oh, if it ain't one thing, it's another. She's like, don't worry, I'll just grab access of the old computer files and all that stuff, and it should be in there, So let me dig around and find this, and then I'll get back to you. So what I want her to do once she find it, because I'm just gonna say I'm putting that out there in the universe. She's gonna find it, and when she finds it, she's gonna fax it over. I'm gonna have her fax it over to my family physician that I have in the Dakotas, and then that way they can have the record up to date. And if this type of thing ever comes down the line, I needed to produce that type of paperwork again, then going forward I won't have this issue or problem. I know I got that little dang on card somewhere, man. It drives me up the wall when I keep things in a certain place and then it gets moved. And I know because I've been downsizing and trying to like just declutter my life. So I know I've been like just getting rid of a bunch of stuff, shredding a bunch of stuff. And, I know I wouldn't have got rid of that because that's, I feel like that's important information. It just sucks, man. It sucks because I don't, man. If it ain't one thing, I'm not trying to get another booster shot. I'm not going to. I can't do it. I'm sorry. Like, and plus they drew my blood, so it's gonna show up in my blood anyway from when I was a kid. Back in the day when, we didn't really have a say so anyway. So you had to get shots. And, you want to You know, so, peace, love, smiles, truth, galaxy. I'm Zachary. I see you. Hope you do not have to go to that. I'm praying and meditating and extending the energies that no one have to go through this type of thing. I was talking to, the receptionist at the hospital about it, and she said this is not uncommon. This does happen, once in a while. People come in, they just can't find their shot record, and they have to get their blood drawn. And when they get the blood drawn, they end up finding that they're good. And every once in a while, they find out that they're missing some shots, and then, we could take care of that and all that. But I'm hoping nobody else out there has to go through this type of thing. So health is wealth. Take care of self. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Be kind to nature. The universe will support you. Everything is going to work out. It's a rainy day. I'm not soaking up any vitamin D at the moment, but I'm still, I've been outdoors. I had my nice little run today. I've been on my path, and everything is going to work out. Everything's going to work out. Everything's going to work out. Positive energy, pure vibrations, waves, good frequencies is out there. So, all right. Love you. Have a great day. I'm going to let you go. I'm blabbing. All right. Peace, Galaxy.